This was smuggled by the British from China and brought into India. One of the big reasons for the war was to break the monopoly which the Chinese had on tea. So he went into China and managed to successfully smuggle 20,000 bushes into India. So 1920s is when they started trading in tea till an earthquake happened here in 1905. It was massive. It was quite a destructive earthquake, 8.2 on the Richter scale. Yes.
करीबन 20,000 लोग
Approximately 20,000 लोग
गुजर गए थे.
So my family was from Dehradun, and not many people know there was, and there is still a few tea estates in Dehradun. My great grandfather and his brother, there were two brothers. So they had a kirana shop in Dehradun, and that is how their journey in tea started. They used to buy tea from one of the tea estates there, and in exchange they used to give them the jute bags. So पहले तो barter system था. So that's how they started getting tea, and they started selling tea in their shop.
Okay, and this started in
Dehradun in the 1920s.
वहाँ पर भी टी प्लांटेशंस होता था.
वहाँ पर भी अभी भी टी प्लांट अभी भी है,
ब्रिटिश टाइम में भी होता था.
हाँ. So Britishers got tea. जो plant आप दार्जिलिंग, हिमाचल, देहरादून में देखेंगे is a plant which we call Camellia sinensis, which is a Chinese variety plant. This was smuggled by the British from China and brought into India.
Why it is termed as smuggled?
So the origins of tea is in China, and they were the first people who started commercially growing and manufacturing tea. There is no history to say that other parts of the world में चाय बनाना किसी को आता था. So the Chinese were the first people. When the Britishers colonized India, they were trading with China. They were buying tea. Instead of that, they were selling them opium, which led to the Opium Wars. One of the big reasons for the war was to break the monopoly which the Chinese had on tea.
Okay.
And they sent in a man called Robert Fortune, who's also known as a tea thief. So he went into China and managed to successfully smuggle 20,000 bushes into India. And these bushes were grown in the mountain areas.
So these parts of the Indian mountain ranges.
Yes.
Okay.
So primarily Darjeeling, Himachal, which is the Kangra belt, Dehradun. And from that tea we make teas which you drink without milk, generally.
The leaf one.
The leaf teas.
Okay.
So that's how these plants came here. So my family being in Dehradun, in the kirana shop they were selling the tea, and eventually one of the tea estates which they were buying from, they were struggling to pay rent to the British. So they ended up leasing the tea estate in 1929. And they had a very successful year. They ended up then buying a tea estate in 1932. So they bought that one, and then they went to Assam, and then they bought a tea estate in Assam.
And this was started by whom?
My great grandfather and his brother.
Okay.
So I'm the fourth generation now.
And that was in which year?
So 1920s is when they started trading in tea. 1929 is when they first acquired a tea estate in Dehradun. 1932 is when they first acquired a tea estate in Assam.
Okay.
And then from Assam, they started from between 1930s to 1960s, they started buying many tea estates. I think at one time we had about 20 tea estates, which the grandfathers ran. So both these great grandfathers, they had many sons and daughters, and they were given this tea estate to manage.
Okay.
And that's when the family migrated to Calcutta, because Calcutta was the old British capital, and it is still the hub for tea trade, primarily because of the proximity to the northeast. So if you see the large tea growing regions in India, it's Assam and Bengal.
Right.
So that's why Calcutta was chosen, and the family migrated to Calcutta. VA was then bought in 1953 as a joint family. So we've owned this from 1953.
From whom?
So this was bought from the government. This history of VA was, this was established by the British. Again, after they found this area suitable, they started growing tea here in the Kangra Valley, from Dharamshala all the way up to a place called Jogendra Nagar.
Right.
So they planted tea. They were extremely successful. So Kangra was there, up there with Darjeeling, and people knew about Kangra tea till an earthquake happened here in 1905. It was massive. It was quite a destructive earthquake, 8.2 on the Richter scale. And basically, lot of damage, lot of people died. There was a lot of fear. So the British left.
I believe that was a massive earthquake.
Yes.
करीबन 20,000 लोग
approximately 20,000 लोग
गुजर गए थे.
And उससे Britishers से डर के they abandoned this area. Now उससे ये problem हुआ was जो estates उन्होंने establish किए थे, they were the ones mainly buying and selling tea. Us time Indians had not gone into this trade.
Okay.
So they then abandoned this region. And even though Indian families came and took over the plantations, but they were not getting lucrative markets to sell. Because the British were busy buying from their own plantations and trading that. So they said, why should we buy from Kangra?
ब्रिटिशर्स ही ग्रो कर रहे थे, उन्हीं के सब्सिडरीज
Primarily, जो tea था before the 1930s was owned by the British.
अच्छा.
So from the 1820s, 1830s, when the Britishers started growing tea in India, to the 1930s, they controlled the tea estates. Even, I would say 90% of tea estates in India were planted by the British. And they were running these estates. Now, because they stopped buying from here, Kangra tea started declining.
क्योंकि उसका अपना कोई मार्केट नहीं था.
अपना कोई market नहीं था. Indian families took over. उस time we were not treated very well.
सेकंड क्लास सिटीजन.
So जो trading भी कर रहे थे, जो बना भी रहे थे, they were not getting fair prices.
तो अब बीच में एक क्वेश्चन आता है. 1905 में अर्थक्वेक हुआ. ब्रिटिशर्स उस समय अपना हाथ खींच ले टी बिजनेस से. उन्होंने इंडियन फैमिलीज को कोई प्रोसेस के थ्रू दिया ना, ये एक्विजिशन कैसे?
ये पार्ट इज a little grey. Like I know some families here जिन्होंने खरीदा उनसे. जो हमारा टी एस्टेट था was taken over by a family from a place which is now in Pakistan called Wah.
From there the name Wah is coming.
From there the name Wah comes. So Muhammad Hayat Khan and his son Sikandar Hayat Khan,
Okay.
they took over this tea estate from the British.
Okay.
उनका क्या transaction था, we've not been able to discover yet.
Okay.
But he was a very Sikandar Hayat Khan was a very illustrious man. In those days, educated in Oxford. He was also the first premier of Punjab. This time Punjab and Pakistan were, I mean Pakistan and India were one
एक
country.
साथ.
Punjab
Single
was the state.
Punjab. It was undivided Punjab.
Yeah. So he was the first Indian man to become the premier of Punjab. So he came from a very illustrious background. He was here till 1947,
Okay.
and then the partition happened. So when the partition happened, Wah went to Pakistan. So then he left this area, and obviously there were riots, and he abandoned and he left. Then the government took over, and then my great grandfather bought this in an auction from the government. So 1953 is when we officially purchased
From the independent
from the independent Indian government,
Okay. Okay.
and that's how we bought this estate.
And that time, who did this transaction from your family?
So my great grandfather. So he was responsible again between the two brothers because they were acquiring tea estates all over the country, and because they had such a large joint family, they had enough people to maintain. So the way it would work, what I hear from my grandparents and all, or my grandmother actually, that they would say that each grandfather was sent to one tea estate to manage, and they were like 8, 10, 12 sons and
You know,
daughters.
this type of a business thing happened in the course of Rockefellers and the Rothschilds.
Okay.
I believe you have heard about
Yes,
the families of
yes,
Rockefeller and
yes.
Rothschild, and Rothschilds were known for banking.
Okay.
They started the concept of banking.
Banking.
And in that case, his 4 sons were sent to 4 countries to
set up the
banks.
Interesting. I mean, I've heard of Rockefeller, but I didn't know. So, I think that's how all old family businesses work. It's not only my family. Yes, definitely. Sometimes you think about, the forefathers were very forward thinking.
To be very honest, audience would love to know कि Rothschild जो एक बिगेस्ट बिजनेस फैमिली आज के डेट में भी है, बहुतों को नहीं पता होगा, वो जो कॉन्सेप्ट में 1700 1800 में काम करते थे, इंडिया में भी ऐसा हुआ है.
देखिए, we were, if you see the olden families, they were very entrepreneurial. Even if I take my family to say कि हम देहरादून से we will buy a tea estate in Assam in 1932. Just that concept. Now when I went to Assam, and as a adult, when I understand the distances where Assam was, उस time there were no flights कि आप plane में बैठ के you reached Assam tomorrow or today in the same day in a few hours. The fact that they realize that there is an opportunity in Assam, there's an opportunity in Bengal, there's an opportunity in Himachal, is very forward thinking. And then to say that, okay, I'm going to send one son and his wife to one tea estate as a manager.
And this we are talking about the early independence era.
Yes.
1950s.
Yes, and these were all very remote places. Up to, you cannot compare. Like, Palampur has become an urban town. Back in the day, these were all remote locations, in the middle of nowhere. How do you get here? Transportation was a problem. Train nahi pahunchta tha. So by the time you reached here was like, my grandmother told me a story that once the brothers had set out to buy a tea garden, and on the way they got malaria or something, and they took it as a bad omen. So they came back and then they didn't buy the tea garden.
Superstition factors.
So ये सब भी होता था उस जमाने में. You made this whole trek from Dehradun to Assam.
और उसमें कितना समय लग जाता था, कोई आपको कभी
I have
कहानी
no
पता
idea.
चला?
But like, just to think कि इन लोग ऐसे करते, like, and with the Brahmaputra in Assam, now it divides Assam.
Yes.
So
Upper Assam, for audience,
exactly.
Brahmaputra divides Assam into Upper Assam and Lower Assam.
Yes.
Right.
So there were some tea gardens which are in Upper Assam. There are
Yes.
some tea gardens which are in Lower Assam.
Right.
So when they went to buy in different parts, they had to sail across the Brahmaputra to reach. And I think in one of the journeys, one of the brothers fell very ill. So they took that as a bad omen and they said, nahi, ab nahi kharidenge, and they came back. So, these were also things which mattered. Like, to think of it in today's day and age is just unbelievable. Ki aap jab ja rahe ho, you've reached, probably took them a week, 10 days to reach.
Correct.
And then to say, nahi, tabiyat kharab ho gaya, chalo wapas, we're not going to buy. So it's and we are comparatively, if you see in India, we're a small business family. There are so many larger, much more interesting stories of how people started, how they came, they saw a need and they started their businesses. Is fascinating.
Now, next part of the question is, in this whole journey, in this change of era, from your great grandfather to you, what type of transitions you have heard about, and आप जो खुद feel कर रहे हो और आप खुद भी ला रहे हो ये business में?
See, I mean, starting में we were a very big joint family, and obviously there were so many people involved. There has to be complications. Luckily, in my grandparents' generation, they partitioned the family. Some was not good, some was good. Everybody got their own tea estates and it got divided. The good thing I like about the family is after all of this happened, now we are very close. So, grandparents' generation to my parents' generation to now us, we're very close to our extended family. And we're all into tea. So, there's a lot of help, there's a lot of, we try to promote each other, we try to back each other, we try to do a lot of trade with each other as well. So that was a very interesting thing how it all played out. Usually क्या होता है इतना ugly हो जाता है बात ही नहीं करते हैं families. But I'm very glad that my family is still together, and every Diwali we have a meet in Calcutta. So the whole, we call it the Chai Wala meet because our family got into tea in Dehradun. I think we were one of the first families in Dehradun to get into tea.
Okay.
So we were known as the Chai Wala family. So we call this meet
by the locals.
By the locals. But
Okay.
see, पहले जो last names होते थे, they were related to what
काम
profession you
आप
did.
जो काम करते हो उस काम से आपको बताया बुलाया.
But I'm glad when we migrated to Calcutta, they did not take Chai Wala as a last name.
उनको पता नहीं था ना इस हिस्ट्री के बारे में, शायद से इसके बाद पता चला.
नहीं, but going to school, especially, we all went, like my parents and all, they went to my dad or my uncles, they all went to boarding schools. Or even we went to, Catholic schools. To have a last name as Chai Wala would have been
matter of
बहुत लोग bully करते. So, I'm very glad the family is still together. We meet in Diwali or whenever there's a big occasion. So it's a lovely feeling that, you still have a family and the sense of belonging and all of that. And but see, I think what we've realized over the years is any agricultural business, not only tea, it's a farming business. And farms are becoming tougher and tougher. आप इंडिया में ले लीजिए या you take it anywhere abroad. Working in a field is very tough.
Why so?
It's hard labor. Right now, we don't get enough labor to work. There is a shortage of people. People are happier doing jobs in store. There's so much of development in India. Construction sites, stuff like that. People don't want to work out in the plantation. So that is a big problem. There is a shortage of people. There is absenteeism. I'm not saying that development should not happen, but then agriculture is also as important, because if we're not growing the biggest, and India is a very big agricultural country, and if you're not growing our own produce, eventually, with the way population is, you will need food prices will go up.
But there is an aspect, see, आई विजिटेड इजराइल, ठीक है। तो इजराइल में मैंने एक चीज देखा, वो डेजर्ट था,
Hmm.
90% डेजर्ट, और वो 90% डेजर्ट को उन्होंने मोस्टली एग्रीकल्चर लैंड्स बनाया। दे हैव फुल कंट्रोल ग्रीन हाउस सेटअप है जहाँ पर टेम्परेचर कंट्रोल होता है, एंड दे आर नाउ एक्सपोर्टिंग वेजिटेशन, ठीक है, फुल टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपग्रेडेशन। तो मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है, क्या सेम इज सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स आर गोइंग ऑन इन यूरोप आल्सो, यूएसए आल्सो, ठीक है। तो इंडियन टी बिजनेस में, और अगर ये अब इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा कंपटीटर कौन है? आई बिलीव श्रीलंका,
Nepal is emerging.
नेपाल, राइट।
Kenya is emerging as a big, and China is for green tea.
अब क्वेश्चन ये है, ये टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपग्रेडेशंस हुआ है, ये जनरेशंस जो पास हुआ है।
Now there are two kinds of teas.
Mhm.
One is the CTC, which is in simple terms दूध वाली चाय, or what we call crush, tear, curl. That is one manufacturing technique. That is a much more automated process. Then there's the leaf teas. Now leaf teas are much smaller, and it's a much more manual process. The main work and effort which we have to put in is in the farm. So is the green leaf. The better we pluck, the better the quality of the tea, or the leaves, the better the quality of your tea.
ठीक।
Technology wise, things are coming, but again with tea you want to pluck just the newest 2 leaf in a bud. Dhai patta jo hota hai, it's 2 leaves and 1 bud.
ठीक,
That's what we want to pluck.
ठीक।
That has to be selectively chosen. Now with the machines, sometimes the problem happens is you're plucking. So if this is what we call a plucking table, and if you look around, there is more or less one table, and on top of that you will see the light green leaf,
Right.
or the new leaf,
The top portion.
the top
right?
portion.
Right.
We want to pluck only the top portion or the light green leaf. Now, if we run a machine, a lot of times what happens is you're just plucking everything from the top.
Okay.
We're not being as selective as you require.
So any type of laser technology systems where we should,
You know, the thing is, these are coming, but they're very, very expensive
okay.
currently.
So that will lead to आपका final product का cost
बढ़ेगा. See, like you said, Israel as well. It's a great example. What they've done with tech. Netherlands is another example. But then the cost of those vegetables are not cheap, right? And we're not at that stage yet where people are buying. Now, you know, there are trends. People are paying a lot of money for coffee today. You know, you go to a Starbucks, so you go 350 rupees to 400 rupees for a cup of coffee.
Right.
Nobody wants to pay 350 rupees for a cup of tea.
सही बात है,
Even though उतना ही effort है.
सही बात।
I'm not saying coffee में कम effort है, tea में कम effort है. At the end of the day, the effort is there in both the products.
ब्रांड जुड़ जा रहा है, and then the
It's
thing.
a trend. Currently, coffee is in a huge trend. The coffee prices, I think, this year have been the highest they've ever been. We're hoping that tea also goes through this kind of thing. But there is this whole mentality that tea in India is, you know, it's a very everyday drink,
Right.
and it's very cheap.
सही बात।
Now, the prices of the input costs, the manufacturing costs is going up. The selling price needs to go up in the same proportion. That sometimes doesn't happen because it's a commodity. And that is where the problems with tea estates are happening. If you go to most tea estates, people will tell you the same problem, what I'm telling you. There is changing weather patterns. So, you know, people, when we talk about global warming, I think the best way to experience global warming is actually start growing things. When you grow things, you'll realize that the weather is changing and the plants are not behaving in the ways they're supposed to behave.
Direct impact.
Direct impact. So now, me being a farmer, I'm noticing that there are changes in the weather. These things are affecting me directly. So that's why, you know, I believe in global warming, and it is happening. It is getting warmer every year, or cooler every year as well. So, like this year, we're getting monsoons are going to be good, but it's slightly early. So, you know, that pattern where it's become unpredictable. Like you were saying, over the generations, whenever I spoke to my grandmother, she ran the estates because my grandfather died very young. So she used to tell me कि 5-6 साल में एक साल drought आता था
उस समय
में, back in the day. And you know, these are things where they used to know these things. Now we get drought every year. And what we mean by drought is that temperatures in our growing area would never go above 30 degrees. Last year we touched 37. In the next few days, we're supposed to touch 35.
Right now, I believe we are, today afternoon, it will be somewhere 31, 32.
Yeah. So, ideal tea conditions are 15 degrees to 30 degrees.
Okay.
Also, elevation matters. Like now, if you see, we're sitting out, it's hot. Right? It's because the sun is very bright and is
Right.
very harsh.
Right.
One thing we're lucky, there's no pollution.
Yes.
But because there's no pollution, the sun feels even stronger. So, obviously I don't want pollution,
Right.
but
Got your point.
these are things which affect a lot of things. And that's why in Himachal we have a lot of trees. So these trees are our umbrellas. And they're
Agreed.
providing filtered sunlight to the plant.
My wife was telling when we were entering your tea state कि देखो अभी जहाँ हम टी स्टेट एंटर किए सडनली टेम्परेचर जो लगा ना डाउन हो
हाँ।
गया. हाँ बात सही क्योंकि आप अगल बगल देखो पूरा हरियाली.
हाँ।
ओके नाउ कंटिन्यूइंग टू द डिस्कशन एक पार्ट ये आता है इंडियन टी मार्केट जो है आपका टी मार्केट का जो मेन प्लेयर्स हैं कहीं ना कहीं ये डुओपोली में चलता है. वन इज टाटाज, वन इज एचयूएल. ठीक है. अब मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि यहाँ पर आप जैसे टी स्टेट ओनर्स, इंडिपेंडेंट टी स्टेट ओनर्स, वो सर्वाइव कैसे कर रहे हैं और इनका मार्केट क्या होता है?
See, I think the duopoly has been broken by some brands. You take Bagh Bakri, you take Girnar, you take Society. These guys have all come in. I think what the trend is happening is nowadays people are more aware of the products they want to buy. They also want to go direct to source. That helps people like us. And hum log bhi recently we started a brand. Now people want to know where their food is coming from, where their tea is coming from. There's that famous food farmer.
जी.
These people are bringing a lot of awareness.
This is a part of agri-tourism thing then.
Yes. So people are getting aware of, how they want to know कि आप क्या pesticide डालते हो. We've taken a conscious call. We're converting to certified organic. 10 years ago, my dad stopped spraying pesticide. We've seen a big ecological change. You can hear the birds. Insects आ रहे हैं, birds insects को खाते हैं. This whole cycle is starting because we're stopping spraying chemicals. These are things when I joined I didn't understand or believe in. But now that I'm a part of it, I'm realizing that okay, there are changes which are impacting and which are good for us. We're not consuming any chemicals. We're living a healthier life.
Right.
So same is happening with people who are becoming conscious. That today आप खा रहे हो, तो you want to know आप क्या खा रहे हो. Is it good for me? That whole move in India, see, it all gets related to how the economy is growing. In a broader things, if you look at it.
Broader spectrum.
Yeah.
If we talk about. Yeah.
People are doing well. People are now looking to spend money. They're realizing the quality of life. They're realizing that India is becoming the cancer capital of the world.
सही बात है.
So they are gyms देख लीजिए आप. The youngsters are all into fitness. They're not eating as much junk. They're conscious about what they're eating, how they look. And these things are eventually going to play out to food. Now, if you're making good quality food, you're not spraying chemical, all these things, there are people who are conscious about these things and who will reach out and say, I want to buy from you. So, I think we, as a tea estate owner, we will have niche markets. We can never take on bigger giants. But we will have people who are conscious, who are interested, who want to understand, who want to know where their food is coming from, how their food is grown. And these are posing as good opportunities for us in India as well as abroad. And India is a great market and it's a very big growing market.
Right.
So it's a good time to start, getting into these spaces and understanding what your consumers
How
are
you
looking
deal with the things, sir? Like how you deal with these big competitors as a tea state owner, as a tea producer?
See, I think there is a 1.4 billion people growing.
सही बात है.
There is a market for everybody if your product is good. You focus on quality, you focus on being truthful to the audience. Ki, what are you selling? Why are you selling this? There is a reason. Like if you come and visit us, we'll never tell you buy this product. We'll always tell you, why don't you come and taste? We do this whole tea experience. Understand what this is and then buy. And it's a very slow growth. That's why I'm not looking at competing with the big guys. I like people when they understand and then they buy and then they like my tea and then they want to rebuy. That's when I feel that, okay, we've done a good thing. That there is somebody who's coming back and said, guys, I like your tea. I would like to order. And that's why now we started selling on Amazon. We started selling on our website. So people come and buy. But yes, it's slow. The amount is minimal. We are trying to grow faster. But I don't think I can take on the bigger guys. But I think there is a market in India for everybody. So because it's such a large market, there is space for everybody to survive. It's not saying that I want to come and disrupt the market and I want to think. Yes, my disruption is I'm telling you, I'm getting you the freshest teas from my tea estate. We're going to be certified organic. We don't spray pesticide. We are getting the certification. You can come and see for yourself as well. So that's the change.
Agreed. That's a very important thing. That India is a big market. If you have a passion and if you know your audience and you can have a consistency on your quality,
Yeah.
then
See, people are now getting aware. People are reading labels. People are understanding. And that is how we are going to become a developed country. People know there are great amount of people now putting information out there. Social media has a lot of pros. There's so much information. I mean, like I've talked about Food Farmer before as well. He's a Calcutta boy.
सही बात.
And he just started with this very simple thing कि India label पड़ेगा या पड़ेगा label India or something like that was his tagline.
अच्छा.
And being educated also, even we never looked at labels. Right?
बहुत
But
बड़ा बात है.
now suddenly, because he said these things and he's becoming, he's creating a movement, there are people who still, there are products I'm buying and I'm looking at the label and saying, okay, these are things which we didn't think of.
सही
Like,
बात है.
as growing up, we drank so many of these beverages which we thought which were healthy.
आप जब बाग बकरी बोले ना, तो इससे पहले मेरे को लगता था ये भी शायद से यही 2 बिग प्लेयर्स का कोई ब्रांड है, बट
नहीं.
अभी मुझे पता चला आपसे.
So there are, I think in India there are 5 or 6 big brands for tea, and छोटे brands emerge हो रहे हैं. Most of the small brands, and especially from tea estates, famous one being Makai Badi. Our whole goal is that we're trying to get you the freshest teas directly from the plantation.
आपने कब ये डिसाइड किया you will be joining the family business?
So it's been 10 years, 10 साल हो गए. Like the discussion we were having earlier, my parents were very supportive. I wanted to do something completely different, and they supported me through that journey. And then,
What you wanted to do?
So I grew up playing golf,
Okay.
and I actually wanted to take up golf professionally. I was lucky enough, my dad was a member of the golf club. Both my mom and dad pushed me and allowed me to pursue that to some sort of serious degree. I got to go to America on a scholarship, golf khela, and I came back from America thinking I will play seriously. But then I realized that might not be the right choice when it comes to having a career or making money or something like that.
Why you felt that?
So again, I've been lucky that a lot of the best players of India were from my time. I've grown up there, my colleagues, a lot of them are my good friends. I realized I was not at that level. And if I was not at that level, Indian sport mein again, the money is growing. But it was
Top HK.
exactly. And I realized कि ठीक है, after a point, I don't think I can make a living on it. Or it was a conscious decision. I just realized कि ठीक है, this might not be for me.
ये कौन सी एज में हुआ आपने ये डिसीजन लिया?
23, 24.
आपका ग्रेजुएशन हो चुका था?
Graduation हो चुका था. I came back. I looked at it for 1.5, 2 years. My parents again were supportive कि तुमको जो करना है, go ahead. We're here. But then I realized कि it was just not for me at that time. And I ended up joining my dad.
आप थोड़ा बताओगे आपके एजुकेशनल जर्नी कैसे चला?
So schooling was in Calcutta.
ठीक.
I went to La Martiniere. From there, I went to 2 universities in America. Belmont Abbey College for 2 years. And then वहाँ से I transferred to University of Texas at Dallas. Graduated from there. Did my business management. But primarily goal was to play college golf. जो in America में is a very big thing. And I was lucky I got a scholarship. So I went and did that. And then I came back to India in 2010. Thinking I'll take it up professionally. So I didn't turn professional, but I played the amateur circuit जो professional के नीचे होता है
जी.
for a couple of years. And then I saw the scenario, who's making money. Some of my friends even today are the top golfers. So उनसे बात किया. Obviously it's a tough every sport is a tough journey. Now we only look at the top and say, look at how well they're doing. We're not looking at the struggle they've gone through. So then I realized that, okay, you know, it's not at 23, 24, I was turning 20, I think 25. It's like, maybe it's not for me, and I should look at something else. So Dad was looking at interesting things. He was also on this phase that he wanted somebody to come and join. I have a sister. So then I said, okay, you know, why don't I try? And eventually I joined. Some things were, I was, you know, it was an interesting journey. Father son ka family business mein hota rehta hai. But I think the move which 9 years ago in 2016 is when Upasna, who's my wife, and me moved here. That was a very big changing point in our lives. We moved to the estate, and primarily goal was to learn and experience how it is to run a tea estate, and how do I make tea. Office mein baith ke you cannot learn how a farm works.
Agreed.
And that is something which my dad told me for a few years. But obviously, you know, you in the world of Excel and computers, you think Excel sheet में आप सब
सब कुछ
plan
हो
कर
जाएगा।
लोगे and सब चल जाएगा.
लेबर को भी आप हैंडल कर लोगे,
हाँ,
सब कुछ हैंडल
हाँ.
हो जाएगा.
So there were very interesting things I experienced and learned when I moved here. And see, that's the wisdom the older generation brings. Now, as a new generation, we don't want to agree with them because you want to make your own path. So that was my story as well. So my dad always told me that spend time in a tea garden. And I used to say, you know, I used to come here, I used to work, and then I used to live the city life. But, and my dad grew up in Darjeeling. So
Okay.
he lived on the tea estates.
Okay.
So he knew how it works. So in 2016, when I moved here, I saw a lot of interesting things. I saw a lot of difficulties which we are going through, but I also saw some opportunities. And you know, over the years, 9 years now, things have changed a lot, and we are in a better position than we started.
अगर सोचिए एनी न्यू किड राइट, कोई स्कूल गोइंग किड है अभी वो जो सुन रहा है और वो कभी ना कभी टी बिजनेस में आना चाहता है, सपोज कौन सा स्किल सेट होना चाहिए उसमें?
See, I think Pehla is you have to understand farming. You know, a lot of things, yes, education is very important. But when we're children or in college also, we're not taking education as seriously. Or we're not understanding. पहले पेरेंट्स बोलते थे कि पढ़ना है, अच्छा करना है, तो पढ़ते थे और अच्छा करते थे. But I think it's important to understand कि फ्यूचर में आपको करना क्या है. And you know, you put your focus and energy on that. Now, once you understand that, like for me, I had not studied agriculture. So I had to come and first understand agriculture. And I only understood that on the job. There are a lot of delicate nuances which chai mein hota hai, which I only understand once I was here.
फॉर एन एग्जांपल जैसे
So how we taste, or like, you know, there are processes which change because of changing weather. Sunny now, half an hour mein it can rain. The process will change slightly because of that, or your tea quality will change slightly because of that. So these are things you only experience. Now, sitting in the office, you know, you're sitting there and you're getting a report. You don't know if it was hot, you don't know if it was cold, you don't know कि आधी घंटा बीच में बारिश हो गया. Whereas when you're on the job, you're learning all those things. So I think that is, see, it's every day you have to constantly learn. I don't think any tea garden guy who's much senior to me can also tell you that they know everything about tea, because हर area, हर soil conditions, हर weather conditions कुछ अलग होता है. And you know, that's the interesting part, that you can do a lot of different things with the same kind of leaf. Like यही leaf से we make white tea, green tea, black tea, oolong tea. Not many people know that कि आप वही पत्ता से ग्रीन भी बनाते हो, ब्लैक भी बनाते हो.
तो वन ऑफ द कोर स्किल सेट अ पर्सन शुड बी अ डेडिकेशन टू वर्क ऑन द फील्ड, मतलब ग्राउंड में काम करने का,
Yes, to understand
एग्रीकल्चर समझने का. ये
हाँ.
उससे अगर पैशन जुड़ा हुआ है, फिर नेक्स्ट पार्ट आता है कि आप आगे कैसे
आप
क्या
कोई भी प्रोडक्ट, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड योर प्रोडक्ट डीपली.
इंडियन ब्यूरोक्रेटिक सिस्टम बोलिए या इंडियन बिजनेस इकोसिस्टम अभी जो है, क्या एक न्यू प्लेयर को क्योंकि ये एक बड़ा स्केल का प्लांटेशन प्रोजेक्ट होता है, राइट? आपका ही जो एरिया ऑफ प्लांटेशन एज यू आर मेंशनिंग कि करीबन 400 एकड़, राइट? 500 एकड़, आई एम सॉरी. सो 500 एकड़ स्पेस लेके एक पूरा सेटअप है. तो अब वैसा सेटअप या माइक्रो स्केल में भी करने जाएगा तो कहीं ना कहीं एटलीस्ट उसका 1/10 तो लगेगा ही लगेगा, I believe so.
Yeah. So I think, pehla, if you're getting into the industry, the first thing is to understand your market. India is a predominantly CTC या दूध चाय वाला market. There are smaller emerging markets, tier 2, tier 3 cities, and now people are focusing on that. पहले होता था brands would look at tier 1. Now if you see the big brands, they're looking at tier 2, tier 3 cities because that's where the consumption and the growth is also happening. So I think to get into this business, you have to first understand what tea you're making and what your consumer wants. There's no point making a product which your consumer doesn't want. Today, I cannot say that I'm making the best teas, and if nobody wants to drink it, what is the point of making this best tea and making the effort? And that is something which, we've learnt a lot of times, and that's how the old generation used to, like a lot of people used to think, I'm making very good teas. But if I'm not being able to sell these teas, ab bana ke kya kar rahe ho uske sath? So that is why we got into doing flavored teas or what we call blends. Because the emerging market now is people want flavors, they want blends, they want something different. There are very few youngsters who are saying, I'm going to have, what we call black tea without milk. I'm going to have a cup of black tea. I'm not saying there aren't, but there are more people today saying, I'm going to have a tea which is flavored. So, you talk about jasmine tea, or you talk about orange flavored tea, or lemon honey, or ginger. These things are trending. And even we've had to learn that हम लोग black tea, green tea बना रहे हैं, but the market is moving towards these mint flavored teas or something like that. So we've also had to kind of switch our model and say
market observe करके रखना is the most
Very
important thing.
very
आपको
important.
अगर ये बिजनेस या कोई भी बिजनेस
कोई भी business. आप देखिए, that's what the big brands do.
Right.
How do they have the pulse of the market, right? They launch a product, they understand, they see what's successful, and they can quickly adapt, and that's why they're becoming big. If you're not being able to adapt and you're not being able to launch and you're rigid in that system, वो नहीं चलेगा.
सो ये एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है मेरे दिमाग में, आप जिस समय ये बिजनेस में एंटर करोगे बोल के सोचा, राइट? सो इट्स समवेयर अराउंड हाउ मेनी इयर्स अगो?
So about 11 years हो गए.
So Surya 10 years ago and Surya now, what is the difference?
Oh, there's been so whatever I've told you पहले ना, like when we started, we used to think कि black tea बनाएंगे, green tea बनाएंगे, बिकेगा, अच्छा बनाएंगे,
जो
बिकेगा.
करेंगे वही करे, वही चलेगा.
And that's what the old legacy businesses were. The family business was to make tea in large quantities and sell to traders, sell to larger brands, and all of that. But I had to quickly learn that, okay, we are located in a tourist location. There are people who are coming here to roam around. Tea gardens are beautiful. Let's utilize the beauty of that to get people to visit. And you will see people walking around. A lot of these people are coming, घूमने आ रहे हैं. They've coming to a tea plantation. They're coming to take photos. This becomes a captive audience. Once they're here and they understand your product and they see your teas, they can become an audience. And that is how this whole thing came about, that we should do tours, we should do. So, it's just a learning process. So I would say in 10 years, I've learned a lot. Obviously made a lot of mistakes. We started,
Such as?
like some decisions. We were going in one direction. We thought it would be successful. वो नहीं होता है, so we had to change our directions. What I was saying with adaptability. You cannot always feel कि आप सही हो. And like the older people will give you some wisdom. You don't want to agree with that wisdom because you want to learn. You have your own journey. So all of that, I think the learning has been amazing, and facing hardships as well. How do you face, like last year we had the worst drought we've ever had in 70 years. So it was I was very tensed about it. There was no production for 1.5 months. We made very less quantity of tea. We've never done that. Itna kam kabhi nahi banaya hai. There's obviously a certain amount of money we need to make to keep the tea garden going. So, but then we looked at it as an opportunity, saying, okay, leaf is less. Let's focus on using that leaf to make very high quality teas, and looking at newer markets which will buy this high quality tea.
Premium market.
Premium market.
They can pay that premium price.
Yes. And that is why, there is a market, like I said earlier.
How you identified this premium?
So, I looked at nowadays with social media, there's stuff available online. It's very easy to see new emerging brands, what people around the world are doing, what teas they're buying, what are the market trends. The bigger companies are getting into a certain kind of tea for a reason, like white tea. Very few people know about white tea. It's very,
I don't know.
It's very,
Can you tell me a bit
So
about-
white tea is the toughest leaf to pluck, and it's the least processed, one of the least processed teas. It's a very, very light tea, healthy because it's least processed, but it has no strength. It gained a lot of popularity, one because it's light,
Achha.
so it tastes a lot like flavored water. Two, it's got a lot of health benefits which come from the tea plant. So it is a healthy tea. It became a big trend. Like people who were knowledgeable, they started buying. Now it's very expensive because we need a lot of labor to pluck that.
वो क्या प्लांट के ऊपर पोर्शन होता
सबसे
है कि
नया
नीचे?
जो बड आता है
एकदम ऊपर में, टॉप में?
यस,
हाँ।
या बड एंड वन लीफ,
अच्छा,
उसको तोड़ना पड़ता है.
ठीक.
And उसका weight कुछ नहीं होता है. So if a plucker in an average day plucks anywhere between 15 to 20 kgs,
हाँ.
white के लिए sometimes we pluck only 1 kg.
पूरे दिन में?
पूरे दिन में.
और एक दिन में एक प्लकर कितना आवर्स एंगेज होता
8 hours they work. So 8 घंटा में आप 1 kg पत्ती तोड़ रहे हैं. And in standard or in average we say 1 kg of leaf makes us anywhere between 240 to 250 grams of tea. So 24-25% is our recovery.
8 hours में let's say 250 grams of tea
Made tea बनता है for white.
final product.
That is why white is so expensive. Now, if you understand that, now that I've told you that, आप white tea को अलग नजरिया से देखेंगे.
Right? I guess
Whereas-
audience भी अलग नजरिया
हाँ.
से ही देखेंगे.
Whereas if you don't know that, the first thing is why is white tea so expensive? You know, so these are things which once people understand, it becomes a thing. And that's what we realized that, okay, now that there are people who buy, there are markets, there are traders, there are companies. So we looked at identifying these guys and said, okay, let's try and sample and say that, okay, there is Kangra tea, which is forgotten. There are very few people who know about it. There are the same plants which the British brought in here.
The origination is of the same time, right? When the Darjeeling tea
Yes.
started.
Similar time. Maybe 5-10 years up and down, but similar times.
टाइमलाइन अगर देखा जाए, टाइम स्लैब्स देखा जाए, सेम है.
हाँ.
बट पूरा देश को पता है दार्जिलिंग टी के बारे में, असम टी के बारे में.
Kangra tea के बारे में people don't know. And that is because of that earthquake. So, it is changing. See, that's the thing. You know, it's not only me, there are a few other brands here. We're all putting in hard work to get first the Kangra tea name out. Once that's there, then you get the brand name out as well.
Okay, so primary objective is ki Kangra tea, then the different brands who are.
Yeah, if you look at, you know, I mean, I look at it as a broader spectrum that Kangra made total production ranges between 8 lakh to 10 lakh kilos.
In a year.
In a year, in the whole valley.
Right.
In Assam, one tea garden makes 8 lakh to 10 lakh kilos.
In a year.
मैंने छोटा garden makes that
कर
kind
देगा.
of quantity.
वहाँ yield ज़्यादा है, यहाँ
वहाँ
yield कम
yield ज़्यादा है
अच्छा.
and plus CTC बनाते हैं.
yield ज़्यादा होने का कारण क्या होता है?
So the Assam plant is a higher yielding plant. The Chinese plant is a lower yielding plant. So that is the
अच्छा.
primary reason. And Chinese plant से CTC generally नहीं बनता है.
तो असम में जो प्लांट है वो वहीं का
Originally
है,
from Assam.
वहीं पर ग्रो
Yes.
हुआ है.
So that is called the Camellia assamica.
Okay.
And the Chinese plant is called the Camellia sinensis.
Okay.
So that is the difference.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so you know, these are all interesting things which a lot of people don't know about tea. And we're also currently working on a museum on the property. Key people can come and understand these things. And we also do a guided tour. So what we are talking about, if you visit us, we have guides who will share all this information with
Right.
you, and you can actually see the factory.
Right.
So the idea was first to educate people
I agree with you.
about
completely.
tea, Kangra tea. Why is Kangra tea different?
Then you know, each and every sip you will be feeling that
Yes.
whole process.
So it's a very interesting thing we've noticed is most people when they finish the tour, the common feedback we get is we didn't realize it is so complicated to make a cup of tea. It is such an everyday beverage that people don't realize कि चाय बनाने में कितना effort है.
I agree.
And I'm not saying that you get teas at all kinds of prices. In India, you'll get tea at 100 rupees a kilo. You'll get tea at lakh rupees a kilo as well.
That I experienced. I believe you know tea house, Calcutta tea
Yes, yes.
राइट. तो वहाँ पर ऑक्शंस होता है टी में. तो वही आप जो बात बोल रहे थे मैं बहुत बचपन में गया था. आई वाज इन स्कूल्स, राइट. वन ऑफ माय फैमिली बिजनेस, वन ऑफ माय एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली पर्सनल वाज हैविंग अ बिजनेस, ये चाय पत्ती वाला. तो वहीं से तो पूरा होता है, आता है, ठीक है घर पे. तो वहाँ व्हेन आई सी 2000 रुपये का भी किलो चाय बिक रहा है एंड 100-150 रुपये का भी चाय. मैं ये 2000 का चाय में होता क्या भाई?
Wait, that is what, again, these were all learnings. I didn't come with any education for tea. So when I joined, even I was very shocked, and when I would taste some of these teas and I used to wonder, and then now that I understand, now I realize why those teas have that value. And it's only, it's with any product, you get cars at every single price. Now there is a reason why, yes, there is a brand value, but there are reasons why some cars are more expensive than the other cars, or there are some clothes are more expensive than the other clothes. ऐसा नहीं है कि it's in every product. It's just the understanding of that product or stuff like that.
एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा मेरे जहन में, ये दिस बिजनेस, ये जो बिजनेस है बहुत लेबर इंटेंसिव बिजनेस है. ठीक है, बहुत लेबर इन्वॉल्व है. लेबर इन्वॉल्व है मतलब क्योस भी हैंडल करना पड़ता है, सेटिस्फाई करना पड़ता है. इस चीज़ को आप कैसे हैंडल करते हो? और आपने एक बात भी मुझे बताया था रिलेटेड टू व्हेन वी आर हैविंग अ कन्वर्सेशन प्रायर रिकॉर्डिंग, कि असम में आप लोग का जो टी स्टेट था एंड इट क्लोज डाउन, राइट?
So we had some issues. See, Assam back in the day had issues.
Insurgency issues जब होता है,
Insurgency issues
right,
जो था, and we faced some issues that time.
ऑडियंस के लिए बता दूं, असम में लिंग्विस्टिक इंसर्जेंसी का एक मैटर था. दैट वाज उल्फा, यूनाइटेड लिबरेशन ऑफ असम. तो वो इट वाज अ लिंग्विस्टिक इंसर्जेंसी एंड उस दौरान देयर वर लॉट ऑफ टी स्टेट फेस्ड लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज. सो वही रिलेटेड चीज़ मैं सूर्या जी से ही पूछा, बिकॉज देयर फैमिली बिजनेस ऑल्सो गॉट इम्पैक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट. It's not about only insurgency, it's about in any business where lot of labor factors are there, बहुत सारा ups and downs आता है. ये एक ऐसा बड़ा इशू है जो बहुतों ने फेस किया. आप थोड़ा इसके बारे में अगर शेयर कर पाओ तो.
So we had an estate there, and उसमें because of that there used to be जो बंद बोलते थे, or they would shut the tea estates down, and it was also sadly उसी time पे there was a huge crash in the tea market.
Okay.
So prices were not there.
Which year this was?
This was in the late 90s.
Okay.
Tea that time, again, not only our family, a lot of families went through this up and down, where for 2-3 years the prices were very low, costs were going up, many estates did not survive. Ours was one of them. We had a lot of issues with being able to pay on time.
And that was a lease state or a purchase
So
state?
Assam and Darjeeling में generally most estates are leased on a long-term basis from the government. So they're 99-year leases from the government, and you buy these leases. So that's how we had got that tea estate, and then you can sell that lease to somebody else as well.
सब लीज जो बोलते हैं उसको.
हाँ, so वो lease आपका transfer हो जाता है.
अच्छा अच्छा.
But eventually government के अंदर ही वो lease होता है.
ठीक.
So then we ended up selling that tea estate.
Okay.
And we couldn't afford to have the losses there. So that's how Dad had to sell it. But मेरा sadly after I turned 10, so this is in 98, I was not allowed to visit because there was so much insurgency. So there was a little bit of crime, and there were
Extortion
incidents.
factors were there,
So
kidnapping
the
factors were
there's a
there,
famous family from Calcutta, the Paul family. Sadly उनके family में there was an issue. So after that a lot of people got very scared, and so that's why we didn't go. But now if you see, there's been amazing development. Assam is a great place for tea, and tea gardens are booming there. So it's good to see that turnaround, because a lot of my cousins still have plantations there.
Okay.
And उनका
जो आपने बताया था डिवीजन हुआ था फैमिली बिजनेस में, जिनका उस वहाँ पर शेयर रह गया जो कंटिन्यू किया वो. ओके ओके.
So Assam is doing well right now, and there's a state is growing. So it's see, I think that is all kismat. So it's
Destiny.
I look at it, obviously I can be sad about it, but we've got to go forward. Sometimes I do tell my dad कि अरे because Assam was going through a good time. If we had that tea estate, तो क्या होता? But there's no point lingering in the past. So we've got this and we've got challenges with this as well. So
Challenges such as?
So like I was saying earlier, changing weather patterns,
Right.
shortage of people
Right.
wanting to work in the plantation.
People वाला मैटर को आप कैसे हैंडल करते हो?
Tough है. And it's not only in tea.
यही मतलब यंगर जनरेशन, कोई भी बिजनेस जनरेशन, जो भी कोई भी यंगर जनरेशन के बंदे जो कोई भी ऐसे बिजनेस में जाना चाहते हैं जिसमें लेबर इंटेंसिव फैक्टर्स हैं.
देखिए कोई भी बिजनेस में हार्ड वर्क के बिना कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है. अब even we always only look at people successful and saying look at their, जैसे मैं पहले आपको बोल रहा था, look at how successful they are, look at how much money they have, look at the car they drive, look at the clothes, ये वो, we get enamored by that.
Right.
अब actors को भी ले लीजिए, we are like, oh look at them, for one movie they're making 10 crores. But to look at the number of people who make it, look at the struggle they have to go through to make it.
Right. The whole process.
Yeah.
So technically the process is important.
Exactly. And that hard work आप नहीं करेंगे तो you're not going to make it.
जिस इंसान
Even with that whole, I believe that अगर आप, even if you come with a nepotism background, जो this whole debate was happening, if
Right.
you're not working hard, eventually one day it's going to catch up to you. You can only live off that for a certain amount of time. Eventually, either you're okay to say कि हाँ I'm living in my family name, or if you're not working hard to grow or to sustain that,
Right.
वो eventually आपको is going to catch up to you one day.
आप अगर अपने आप को प्रूफ नहीं कर पाते हो, अपना फैमिली नेम लेके तो लॉन्च हो सकता है, बट एपिटोम पाना, it's your hard work. It's your hard work.
So I think everybody should deserve a fair shot.
Agreed. How you deal with your staffs?
See, I think I'm again very fortunate to be educated, and I would like them to also understand and grow. We keep telling them that everybody should grow together, and if I'm successful, I would like them to be successful as well. I think those old days have gone where
स्ट्राइक होने वाली बात
or even this that पहले होता था that
आपने कभी फेस किया या फैमिली में कभी लेबर स्ट्राइक?
touchwood अभी तक things have been good, and I'm very clear that I want to make a business which is sustainable. I should be able to pay my people on time. They should be happy being associated with us.
As per you, what is sustainability of business?
See, sustainability, I think one is you're not creating too much damage to the environment. It's not only the environment which is sustainability. I think the community around you is flourishing. There is growth in that. People, I think we get very happy when we see people who work with us, if their children go and become something successful. We've started doing a sports day. I would love to see if a sportsman comes out of somebody who's working from here, or we have somebody who's become a lawyer. We have some kids who've joined us in the offices. They're working on computers.
Right.
So I think these are things which are sustainable. I cannot expect that I will only grow and others will not grow. And
As a team,
yes.
That's the big spirit
and
which
you have
people need to learn.
Ensure that your team also feels that they have contributed to it. I would not say that today any business is successful because of one person, and I think most people will tell you that a business is successful because of the team and the people who build the business. मैं अकेला कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूँ.
सही बात.
And I've realized that. So that has to be, I think that is sustainable, and that is how you can build a business which is sustainable. Because if everything is dependent on you, and if something happens to you, then how does your business survive?
Agreed.
So I think this is the interesting thing with the changing generations. I think our mindsets, and it's something which I learned from other people. I learned from my friends how they run their businesses, or what is good practices. Hopefully, I'm also doing good practices, and people are happy working here. Can happily say that a lot of people who join us stick around.
So, if you get the opportunity to go back to your school days again, अगर आपको ऐसे टाइम टेबल करने को मिल गया, सपोज, ठीक है, हाइपोथेटिकली आप अपने 8, 9, 10 में आ गए, आप जो जो किए थे जैसे थे वैसे ही रहोगे या कुछ चेंजेस करो?
नहीं देखिए, आई थिंक डेफिनेटली, सो स्कूल इज नाउ, यू नो व्हेन यू आर इन स्कूल यू थिंक कि कॉलेज मजा आएगा,
अभी फिर से वापस जा रहे
हाँ,
हो, ये मैच्योरिटी लेने के बाद?
तो आई थिंक स्कूल लाइफ इज अमेजिंग. आई थिंक एवरीबडी शुड एंजॉय एंड मेक द मोस्ट ऑफ इट. Everybody thinks that adult life is great, but now that you're an adult, you think school life is great. And I would say, I mean, I think if I had to go back, I would take some things a little more seriously,
Such as?
you know, some subjects or taking some classes a little
Which
more
subject
serious.
specifically?
Math is very important.
Why
I was
so?
not very good at math. Now I understand. I like to say I'm pretty good with accounts. But I'm not very good with maths. So, you know, these are things in our school they taught us about tea making. There is a whole chapter about tea making because it's such an integral part of India.
And this part of tea making was in which subject?
I think it was a part. That's the problem. I don't remember.
अच्छा, ये साइंसेस में था कि सोशल साइंसेस?
I think sciences में था.
अच्छा.
And
केमिस्ट्री में था क्या?
you know, see, this is the problem, right? उस टाइम तो बच्चे थे. I didn't take it seriously because,
Right.
you know, I was like, अरे डैड का बिजनेस है, हमको क्या लेना है उससे. So these are things when you realize, but see,
पर ये एक बात मैं ऑडियंस को बोलना चाहूंगा, अगर आपका डैड का बहुत बड़ा बिजनेस है, हजारों करोड़ का है, और आपको मिल गया, उसका मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि बस आप भी हजारों करोड़ का बिजनेस हजारों करोड़ ही रख दोगे. I believe you agree with the words, right?
100%. That's what I said earlier. कि आप वो रहेगा उतना टाइम तक. If you're not taking it forward, you'll eventually start
Degrading, yeah.
So I completely agree with what you're saying. So वही था. I think, you know, that sometimes when you're children, you don't take things seriously because you're children. But see, that's a part of being a child as well.
Right.
I think people should enjoy the childhood and enjoy school and enjoy that experience.
Concluding question I will have, that is, can you give our audience, if any of our audience, कोई भी हमारे audience में से कोई भी अपना passion को इस agrarian business में लाना चाहता है, ये any form of agrarian, specifically this tea business, can you tell us 5-step process how the person can come into it?
So I think the first most important thing is, I mean, I would say it's a two thing which is most important is first understand the product. आप क्या बना रहे हो, आप क्या बेच रहे हो,
Right.
and then also understand your market. I think these two things are very important. If you find a product market fit, कि ये product है, ये market है, then there is a scope for everybody.
गवर्नमेंट जब ऑक्शन करता है अपना स्पेस के लिए, टी स्टेट के लिए, ये पता कैसे चलेगा लोगों को?
So I think most tea estates are currently owned. You will have to look for tea estates which are being resold.
अच्छा.
Now, usme bhi there are years when tea is, as it's a commodity business, some years are very good, tea estate prices will go up.
अच्छा.
Some years are very bad, tea
So
estate prices
it
will
is
come
better
down.
to wait for the time when the market is bad.
You know, it's always saying that you've got to find the right time. That's why, you know, there is a right time for everything. For some people it might be the wrong time, for some people it might be the right opportunity. It's just upon when you get that opportunity.
A tea estate of this scale, 500 acres, if I will try to understand, what would be the estimated establishment cost?
Usually the tea estates are valued as the amount of tea we make into an average price over the last 5-7 years.
So for an example,
So say if you were buying a tea estate which was making 1 lakh kilos and that the tea sells for say 400 rupees on average, so that value is about 4 crores for the tea estate.
okay,
But again, different areas have different rules. So if they're depending on the land rules. Now in Darjeeling, you can build hotels. So there is a certain premium
within the state,
within the estate. So there's a certain premium you get for that.
डुअर्स में भी होता है सर?
Towards Bengal.
हाँ,
So
हाँ.
state policy होता
North
है.
Bengal में, right,
In
right.
Himachal, this is a freehold land. This is not a leasehold land.
What is a freehold land?
So freehold land is owned by the owner.
अच्छा,
So it is registered in the name of, say,
Owner.
in my case, my father.
जी,
So उसका एक वैल्यू अलग हो जाएगा because land का वैल्यू अलग होता है.
Correct.
So हर एरिया में टी का prices can be different. And now in lot of states, tea tourism has happened.
and it's booming.
Yeah. So these values of the tea estates have changed as well, because some people are now looking at it as tourism locations and tea being a additional part.
Okay, secondary product. The
Yes.
primary product is the
Is
tourism.
the tourism as well.
Okay, okay.
But I think they go hand in hand.
So if you want to build, let's say, if you want to build a tree house in your state within this, you know, in between the plantation.
So
Can it be
currently, Himachal government has, I won't say it is not allowed right now, but we have put in requests and they are considering it. Hopefully in the future it will, because it adds as an additional source of income,
Right.
which is important as well. So, you know, now if these additional sources of income are there in a plantation, you are not only dependent on the plantation, right? So if the weather is bad, hopefully your
You have
hotel
a
is doing
second,
well.
you have
And then-
another source,
yes,
right?
Yes. So that is why tea tourism is becoming such an important part, or agri-tourism is becoming such an important part for farms.
So finally I want to ask, आप हमारे ऑडियंस को अपने लाइफ लेसन से ऐसा कुछ पॉइंट्स बताइए जो कोई भी जो रिस्क टेकर होना चाहता है, या राइट, बिकॉज बिजनेस इज ऑल अबाउट रिस्क. इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू टेक रिस्क, इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू हैंडल रिस्क, यू शुडंट एंटर बिजनेस, राइट. जो रिस्क लेना चाहता है तो वो ये रिस्क कैलकुलेट कैसे करेगा?
So I think, देखिए, whatever business you get into, obviously you make a proposal. You understand the cost of the business, how large the market is, and how long can you sustain. अगर आपने लोन लिया तो how long can you sustain that loan or something like that. That you should know before you start the business. I will always recommend कि don't jump into a business, spend some money, borrow some money, and then try to say कि now I'm going to figure out मुझे क्या direction में जाना है. So I think the plan is very important. Once you understand that, then, and see, India is a great market with this increasing or the growth in the economy and the development happening here. I think there is no reason why people should not try new things in India. So, and I think India में अब failure is also being accepted. People are getting second chances. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप एक बार failure हो गए तो nobody is going to give you a job or something. Like, it's amazing to hear कि, you know, today I started something new, I have failed, I have come to you for a job, and people respect that कि आपके पास at least you had that forward thinking कि आप क्यों किए, and it was a planned, you know, leap of faith. And ठीक है, sometimes things work out, sometimes things don't work out, but you had the courage to also take that leap of faith.
Thank you, Surya. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Such a pleasure. Thank you.
Such a informative session. And आपका जो experiences है, ये मेरे लिए तो बहुत बड़ी experience खुद के लिए बन गया. Being a teacher, being a academician, being a educator, I was getting education from you.
नहीं,
That's true. And the second part of thing, my audience, the younger generation for whom we have created this channel, you know, I believe they will be learning a lot of things, lot of pros and cons from your whole experience. So thank you, Surya.
Thank you so
very
much. Thank you.
very
Thank
much.
you.